Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. Alright, so, hope everyone's doing well. Ready for another night of talking about Magic. Kicking it back, we're going to talk a little Teferi the evening if you're interested. I've had a lot of success lately in Arena. I have posted numerous Arena videos. They're not my regular thing, but I was trying that new format where you can see me talking to see how they play, how they go, if the audience likes it. Just giving it a shot there and see. Of course, it's not my regular format, but hey, I thought I would have some fun. So please enjoy the videos. It does show how Teferi can work. It also shows what happens when people play the wrong deck against Teferi or don't think their deck's through in the one gentleman's case. So, got some binder work I'm doing here as we discussed tonight. It's funny, I don't often sell my cards, guys. I don't really actually go through and sell everything. I tend to keep it because you never know when you're going to need a set of 4, set of 3, 2 of something. So I tend to keep my stuff in my binder looking pretty. And I really do enjoy it. But, as the rule goes, nothing is not for sale. You know, we got a few cards on this page. Where we go? This way? Got a few cards over there. This is a lot of my Lorwyn stuff. Oh, remember when Oko? Remember Oko's not banned? Crazy. I know. Don't worry, guys. This is not the main stuff. I wanna talk to you as I do a little work. Is that alright? Because you know what? It occurred to me the other day that I can multitask and do multiple things at the same time. And if you're into the video and you're new to this channel, and you're enjoying this wonderful face in front of you and the content we are talking about this evening, please remember to hit subscribe. Love to have new people joining us in all of our fun, exciting times. Because that's what it's all about, right? We're all here just to have a good time and enjoy ourselves. So why not do that together? That's all I'm saying. So, let's get down to the nitty grass tacks. We have the wonderful, the amazing Teferi. And let me tell you, he is all those things and a bag of chips. He really is. When you see him in play, nobody fears him yet. I'll tell you right now. Most players realize they have a few turns in which to deal with him before he becomes a serious problem. And that's fine. Take with that as you will, players out there. He comes in at 3, upticks to 4 right away. And you better hope they don't have Teferi's Ageless Insight or Tutelage or anything else that's going to start grinding away at your deck and card drawing and gaining. Now, if you decide, you as a player out there, ignore him, it's to your own peril, guys. The turn-taking potential after he gets on the board can devastate people. Please remember that. It looks sweet and cuddly, but it's not. He is going to grind away at your deck in so many ways. The decks I've shown so far to use him have always centered around blue, of course, because he's blue. Blue by itself cannot have him survive very well, okay? It's just not possible. He seems to just get kind of eaten up. So, unless blue doesn't have enough, it has enough stall tactic, not enough removal, which is why you got to have white or black on your side in this case. Keep those in mind. White and black with that deck and Teferi spells trouble. If you see a solid blue deck, do not be worried. Chances are you'll come out on top if you can grind away long enough. But if you're horsing around with him and you give him too much chance, he is coming to bite you. So please keep it in mind. And don't forget, he only costs 4, guys. That is a very, very inexpensive card to have hit the battlefield nowadays. Like, 4 is not a lot. We have so much mana ramp, guys. This stuff comes out like a firecracker to get you. And I don't know. I don't think when I've been playing with it, most players are not taking it seriously, guys. They're giving me time to get it ramped up. Either they think they can deal with the stuff I have backing them up, which is fine, but a lot of other times they just don't see him as a threat yet. And then the funniest thing is, if you watch some of my arena matches, how many players give up when I uptick to 10? How many? How many people just concede, move on to the next match? Because they know they're in trouble and they know it's over. Now, we haven't even seen what's going to happen when they bring out Zendikar Rising. We don't know. Which reminds me of like Pacific Rim 2, but that's okay. we don't know what's going to happen when this all comes into play. We don't know the effects of the game when the next set comes in. But I can tell you the effects leaving. I can build a deck, and I've already tested it out today. You can use 4 Spark Devil, 4 Teferis. You can copy him, double him over, use his phasing ability, use Karn's Basin to pump it out, get some blue-green with Cultivate in there to ramp out your lands. Before you know it, you're unstoppable. I had a little trouble with creature power, but everything else was perfect. And I don't think players see it that way. That's the problem. I think players see him as like, oh, he's an awesome card. They're thinking other formats. And yes, he will be even more disgustingly sick in other formats. But he is still plenty sick in this format. So I think you're going to see a lot of play with him. And if somebody finds a way to truly bust him down to his basic, nobody can stop him. A deck that wins too high percentage, they're going to have to ban him. I don't care. I'm still riding that coattail. That I think ultimately they will have to ban him out. And if they don't, hey, he gets to stay, he gets to play, and he'll get banned at some other point. Or he'll just keep going up in value and they'll have to reprint him a million times. Because I'll tell you, I've been starting to see him more and more in gameplay, and every time I see him, I realize how many more times are we going to see him? How much more play is he going to get? How many more times are people going to say, oh, there he is again? I don't know, Wizards. I like the card, man. He is flipping awesome. He is amazing to see Teferi in play. And I, of course, am enjoying trying to find ways to get him to his ultimate as fast as possible. So don't be surprised there's some little glitchy card that they give us in Zendikar Rising to make him that much better. Just don't be, all I'm saying is don't be surprised. Because they very well could give us something that just goes, and off he goes. That's all. And I hope they do. Because I will really enjoy seeing that. I really will. I love seeing cards like that in play. I loved Ral Zarek for his time-taking ability. You can ask my friends. I have many time-walking decks. Including this card will be going into my vintage deck because it will just be totally sick in my vintage deck. Because I have things that can protect them, things that don't exist nowadays. Right? Where you can get out, turn 2 Wrath of God, right? And just wipe out anything coming your way. So I'm very stoked for some of that. And not to mention, guys, even in this format, you still have cards like Orion that can be used to manipulate your deck construction. Like, say you have an unsummoned card, like the Prince, right? You can still use that to protect cards. You can get creatures out there that when they come back into play, they have an effect on the game. And I think a lot of people forget that too. It isn't being done right now. I'm not a super fan of it, but it wouldn't stop me from doing it if I had to win. And I usually don't rush to the finish line, in case you guys didn't notice. I like to play myself out. I only have to get to Mythic really in the last week. So I like to, drag it out a bit, play test it, see what works best, and then move on to it. That's all. That's just me. And you're all free to do what you want. If you think you want to just get there fast, then go ahead, get there fast. But don't forget to look at the other cards that could be used in this format to assist you in your process. Right? Try lots of decks. Some decks work better in certain instances than others. So, I mean, it's just the way it is, guys. I look at as many cards as I can for certain color combinations. I always look at multicolored cards, although lately it's funny, when you look at them, I'm not using a lot of them, which I do find a little bit odd. Yeah, I remember. Right? I don't know. I just don't use them all. That's all. But there are some great cards you can use to fill that stuff out. So, I think you'll see a lot of people thinking about it in the future. Especially when the new sets come out. We still have sets rotating out. There's going to be so many sets coming in that it's just going to be... You guys are going to love it when it happens. I know I will. Oh. So, isn't that funny? Some of this artwork is just gorgeous when you see that. Right? The Volpikey, the alternate comic art. And I hope they leave it as a special. I hope they don't start reprinting this stuff everywhere. Because it'll just spoil the fun. I know, I'm just tidying up everything. I have so many cards that you're like, if you don't start putting the ones that are really, you know, might be worth something, or cards you're thinking about playing with, you gotta start putting some of this stuff into binders. All these mythics and stuff, you're like, eee. I put all my foils together into a foil holding spot, right? You say, oh, that one gets to get put away. Alternate, you know, comic ones go together, and these go here, and I'm usually not this organized, but somebody told me that I really need to start getting organized. So here I am, plugging away, trying to get organized. Just so people start taking me super serious. I know, right? Now, for all you new, awesome people who have joined the channel, I want to welcome you to all the amazing fun that we have on this channel. Where we sit there and go, they actually made a card called Colossification. And it's being used. I've seen that used against me. It's crazy when the guy brings back all the enchantments and then exile them and hits me for like 50 and I cry horribly. I haven't used this binder much because it still has the clean, nice new shiny stuff in it. And isn't it funny? They got Godzilla, but they couldn't get King Kong. Kongala. Sounds like a song. I don't know, guys. I think Teferi is going to be manipulated and used a lot in this deck series. I think we're going to see so much of him. Most of us who are not ready for it are just going to get sickened by it and be really upset. Because we'll be like, damn, I'm just tired of seeing that card, bro. I don't want it out there anymore. But we're going to be stuck with it, trust me. It is going to happen. So guys, please get used to it. Today when I played, I did see already more than my share of him. And I was kind of already getting tired of it. But then I also realized I'm playing him too. I just want to play better than them. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I just want to be a little bit slicker and a little bit quicker. And I think my deck ideas stand out a little further than some of the people I played against. But that doesn't mean that it's going to save me in the end, does it? Because it still only takes a little bit of something to get ahead, and you lose. So keep that in mind too, people. Don't think you're better than everybody. Somebody you might be playing against has the exact same deck. And even some of my comments during my match, I'm like, you know what? Here I am saying I'm going to beat somebody, and then 2 seconds later, I might lose. So it's probably best if I don't do that. Just saying. And I think you'll see some shenanigans coming up using Teferi really soon. Like, way too many. That's what I think will happen. And that binder pretty much got full. Oh well. We ran out of space on that one. One down. What can you say? More binders get filled, right? Every day. Keep all these ones together. What do I got? A thing? A holder? Is that a holder? That's a holder. You can only take so many, right? Before you run out of space. So I better pack these ones up nice and neat so I don't do any damage to my stuff. So, what do you guys think, man? Are we thinking Teferi's going to be crazy? You guys worried about him in the format? Or do we think he's just going to be a chill card that a few people will leave and use, and then other people will drop behind? I'm curious to think what the viewership thinks. I know what I'm thinking. And I'm giving my opinion clearly here. He's going to be an amazing game-stopping card when used properly. I think they're going to give some support cards to him in the next set. He doesn't need many, I'll tell you that. Most times I can get him pretty quick. And right now, if you want to use it with Spark Double, it's just downright crazy. Even with that replicant one, until they get rid of it, there's some crazy shenanigans you can do. Some awesome card combinations, guys. Now, if you're making it this far into the video, don't buy Teferi now. I really have a feeling the price is going to drop as more people crack the packs because he's hard to find. And the alternate version of that is if we don't buy many of them, nobody cracks that many, and he doesn't get open, and the price will actually go up. So, double-edged sword, right? We got to pick our battles and see which way we want to go with it. I have a feeling, like I got lucky. I got those 3 in my box opening. If you guys haven't seen that one, go back and look at my collector box opening. I got 3. But most people I know opening regular boxes, they got nothing. Which is just like Wizards saying, hi, we're not going to give you anything unless you buy a collector box. So go spend 2 or 3 times the money, go get a collector box and get the cards you want, because you're not going to get them in a regular box anymore. And that's how I feel. because nobody I knew got one. Nobody I know who's bought a box has got one yet, unless it's in a collector box. It's kind of crazy, guys. So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. This is MTG Moxman. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the party. If you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. It is amazing to have more people to talk to. Please don't forget to put comments in the comment section below. Love to talk to people and get that conversation juice flowing. And our Army of the Darkness, which I always do, by the way, Army of Darkness quotes for the end. That and some nachos and cheese would be really good right about now. Let's see what's a good one tonight. It's a good one. Shop smart, shop as smart. If you haven't seen the movie, by the way, you should totally watch it. Some of us are real fans on this channel. Alright, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And yes, I do realize that I pumped out a lot of arena videos and this video today. And I'm sorry about last night with the mix-up on the video thing. I just couldn't make things produce the way I wanted, so I had to redo everything today. So sorry about that. I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow. Have a great one. Stay safe. Bring a friend to Magic. Let's have some fun. And please remember, we got Double Masters coming. Jumpstart's coming. Like, everything is here. I'm still ditching Jumpstart entirely. I'm not even looking at that. I'm not going there. One box of Double Masters for you guys. One for me. And then I guess I'll be jumping on to, yeah, I guess we're going right to Zendikar Rising in September, guys. Every day I talk about it is one day closer. We're going to see some spoilers in the next month. You wait, next week and a half or so, they're going to start putting those Double Master spoilers out. So probably in a little bit. So keep an eye out for them. I will post stuff on the channel. Have a great one, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.